Well met, Questers. Hope you're all having a fantastic long weekend if you're in the UK. Start of the week if you're not. Sorry. I do like rubbing it in. And welcome back to a very exciting episode. I say episode, stream, episode, same thing. I'm used to saying episode. I'm used to the YouTube intros I used to do. Anyway, let's sort ourselves out. Still an episode, in my book. And why is it exciting? I hear you cry. Why? It's because... Christ, I've got too many random save names now. I think it's always check your orbs, because there was some orb shenanigans going on in the previous stream. So I'm assuming it's to do with that. Anyway, yes, getting back to the reason why this is exciting, it's because we are at the finale point, I suspect, of the Empire Promotion Prohibition Challenge. I am purposely starting early this evening, mainly because I had sod all to do today, because it's Bank Holiday Monday, and British tradition is that you do sod all, even though you were supposed to be volunteering for charities this weekend. Today, not the weekend. But today's whole point of the bank holiday was to donate donate your time to charity, and instead I'm donating my time to the ongoing plight of disciples, basically. Disciples awareness. The Disciples Awareness Charity. That's what I'm a fond advocate of. Sierra and Mantor, sorry. How are you? Hope you're both well. You've missed absolutely nothing. I'm just getting started, blabbing on, killing time until people fill in. Let me just quickly review where everyone is and what we're doing, unit-wise. We've got this spearman, what looks like is guarding this main passage into Empire lands. We've still got our peasants, which is nice to see. That the capital has not come under any kind of threat so far. Dak is still plodding on with these kind of shenanigans, clearing out the initial dross surrounding the capital. Let's have a quick look in here. Oh, lovely. Why? Might as well use up some movement points on these. I mean, could have been worse. I think it might have made it worse because the orcs were nicely split apart. I'm fully right. Oh, thank you. Yes, it is charity work. It is any kind of, as long as you say the word awareness, it kind of makes it sound like a charity. So I'm fully in on the Disciples awareness program, we'll call it. So I'm happy to go with that. Anyway, let's kick things off with a bang and fight some of these nooblets. As you do. For there's treasures lying within. I'm hoping we'll be able to finish off the saga this stream. Like I say, I've purposely started early in order to do this. It might be a chunker, or it might go quick. Might go quite quickly. I don't know. There's only one way to find out. That was surprisingly profitable, considering the inhabitants of said ruin. But I'm not going to complain. Now it's whether we go for this strange lot. I'm going to say yes. These guys were going for the priest, so I'll at least try and keep this priest alive. We've only got one in this map. The other one is, we went down the cleric route, so we've got to treat this priest like royalty. So we're not going to get another, unfortunately. Good, good. Keep them topped up. Now one thing we do actually need to do is transfer over that artifact. After I foolishly sold the other artifact, which looked really good, thinking that Dak, our secondary leader, couldn't equip it, but showing my experience or inexperience with warrior leaders, I didn't realise that they actually started with artifact law, as it says down there, which is very foolish of me. So could have made him actually quite powerful, but will not be the case. Not entirely sure what I was doing with this rod planter. Probably getting her killed ultimately. I was probably just exploring the clan's lands. And more exploring here, I suspect. Oh wow, double sea serpent. Okay. I guess we just keep exploring. We've found the main way into the well, not the Legion's lands, but the kind of towards the quest objective, because we've got lots of stationary units around here, as you can see with these cultist and devil gargoyle type things going on. Let's check out Sir Slaughterlot's army. The cleric clearly died at the end of the last mission, or the last stream. It's back to level 2. The mages are going quite well. They're level 5 each, 39 damage. Sticking with the life drain artifact. I'm hesitant to start using any of these potions just yet. Just because if I use them on the mages, then they'll probably get sniped, knowing my luck. I fancy my chances with that sea serpent though. Not romantically, of course. Maybe not. Although we are knocking out the damage now, so should be fine. Oh, it's going for the same guy though. There we go. Nice and simple. Do we get a level up? That would be great. No. Not a great deal of XP from that one. Even though it seems to be more powerful than the doodad. What's the other one? Kraken. Okay. Tempted to start chipping away at the Legion's forces, but I'm hesitant at this one because that means death for that cleric again. Does the life drain artifact work as a vampire's lifesteal? I'm assuming so. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's the theory I'm going down anyway. Yeah, I guess you can help. Do a bit of scouting. Why not? There's the Kraken. That looks fine. Yes. Because all the other artifacts which apply secondary effects to your weapon work in the same way as as it would for any other unit, like the poison or the paralysis, albeit in different amounts, of course. I think you probably get the weak version of the paralysis and a fairly nerfed version of poison. I don't know how much poison damage happens. Oh no, I can't run after them. Maybe she'll remove that rod for us and then we can kill her. I don't like the look of this. Not when we've got a permadeath on the go. Could give the portion of strength to the marksman. He's probably going to be doing a lot of the damage because we're going to have to probably defend with those two to block the damage from the ogre. Let's do it. No real point in counterfeiting orders. Could have just to push the ogre onto the top or the bottom row, which I guess would have been pretty nice. I'll get rid of these dudes, otherwise they'll just keep whittling down ours. 66 damage. Can we out-heal that? Oh shit, I probably should have killed the... I was going to call him the gremlin. I kind of want to call them gremlins now. Keep defending. If I need to use one of those potions, I will. Hopefully not, though. How much damage did he do? 68. Oh, shit. Right, okay. So, you need one of those now. Maybe a little one. We'll give him a little one. Does that mean is the ogre going to switch targets, though? That was unexpected. Oh, okay, brilliant. Okay, you just got to survive one more attack. That's fine. We've got to switch over the leader now. And you should have killed the gremlin first. Ugh. Not all is lost. He still has his units, I suppose. A seafaring scroll. How exciting. Euban, how are you doing? Where is Sir Slutalot? He is there. There he is. He's leading the offensive. Don't worry. We have or had Dak on the defensive. Just to clear out the initial units from around the capital and that kind of stuff. Who's in here? Triple doppelganger. Ho ho. Send him my regards. You can do it directly if you want to speak to the screen. There he is. There he's accepting all requests and well wishes. Right, I'm having that. Orb of healing, lovely. Another orb. At least it's not a summoning orb, because they were getting quite annoying. No, we're not sneaking past there. I might have to start some poisoning on those guys, potentially. Demonologists on the front line as well, guarding the doppelgangers. What's the world coming to? What do I think of the Royals? Not much. I'm very neutral on the whole subject, really. I can't say I'm particularly in favour or against. I'm in favour of people expressing their opinion, as long as no one's getting hurt in the process. So I think the arrests on the protesters is a little bit iffy. Don't like that. That's a bit stinky, if you ask me. And not really in the spirit of, well, the entire process, really. But such is the way of the world, unfortunately. Where's that spearman gone? Oh, we've already moved him. Okay. Damn it, I missed her. I saw there's some movement points we haven't taken advantage of. Oh, I'll have that life mana, yes. Yes, indeedy. Oh, and what's here? A Denzel. Of course, yes, we discovered that before. Maybe should investigate around there before we venture into Demon Lands. I vaguely remember that there may be another way into these lands as well, towards the quest objective. Can't quite remember. It's too late, I've already taken your rod. Oh shit. Right, okay. Right, this is the thing. Why did they do the Demonologist? Does he do more damage than an unleveled Slaughter-lot. I thought one of them would at least gone for a healer. Right, how much damage does he actually do? So a lot of it is down to Slaughter-lot, let's face it. So I might as well get these guys to wait, and then we'll see how many of those take their turn if we're screwed over by the initiative. The answer is not many, and they're all dead now. So that was good. Well, it saves us from using up the movement points to kill them. Right, now I have to kill... Got to kill that rod planter now. Because they very handily removed that... well, thank you. Very handily removed that Legion's rod. Or was it the undead? I think it was the undead. So now we pounce. And stab. How much XP does he need? 450. So he's basically a knight. Okay. We've got a dead leader, unfortunately. I am... Oh, piss. Oh, those little fuckers. They snuck in. As soon as I removed that rod, they snuck in with theirs. That is dastardly. Are they going to do the same if I go there as well? Absolutely fuming. It's not exactly against the alliance treaty, as it were, as well, because we hadn't put our rod there at that point. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there's another way in. Keep on finding our spies, which is really annoying. Oh, that one looks much easier. You're also neutral. I think they've never done anything for me, I suppose. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. There's an argument to say that they do bring in some level of income in the form of tourism, I suppose. I don't know if that's offset at all against the actual costs involved, keeping them in the life of luxury or whatever. Couldn't tell you. But they've done no harm to me, and the Queen was well liked. I still couldn't really give a shit, to be honest, but I mean, it is a little bit old fashioned. Let's face it. It's a little bit. Well, it's a bit disciples, isn't it? Not even they have a king. The clans have a king. But no, it just seems a little bit oldie worldy and a bit crying out loud. It's a bit past its time. A bit like Britain in general, really. It's a bit past its time, you know. It's something from a bit of a bygone age. Do I actually want to defend this? Probably not much point, really. I'll maybe get sick and just go for a land grab. I want to keep this one, though, so let's upgrade it. Double archer, let's do it. That's a nice one to keep. Just as a like a forward position. Okay, let's exact some revenge. Trying to think of just how much we need to kind of like not so much level up, but bolster our forces for the final boss. It's Uther in demon form, of course, but I can't quite remember just what we're dealing with here. So we might have to. It might be a case of finding him and then kind of like shitting ourselves a bit, and then going back to the drawing board. I'm sure we'll figure something out. I actually think that I was going to say foreign, non-English people actually like the royal family more than English people. generally. I think there's more affection there. Americans seem to like them, don't they, for some reason? Can't quite figure that out. Leader must be revived before exchanging or dismissing units. Okay, so... Where's the revive thing? There it is. Okay, so we've got to revive him just to do this. I'm assuming his corpse contained the items with which he died. Okay, and then he can be dismissed. Where's dismissed? There it is. He's permadead. Let's replace him with a ranger. Why not? Little Renard. And that knight is going to be doing all the heavy lifting, unfortunately. What does the ranger leader start with? Use travel items. That's a bit poo, isn't it? I mean, they already start with like pretty good movement points. So it kind of feels like you need something to help them battle-wise rather than more movement points. But such is their specialty, so it's not a big surprise. Now, too many thugs there for me. It just looks like pants, really. Oh, I want to see what's down here. That's right. I didn't notice there was a little sliver that we could insert ourselves down. I've got visions of the ranger leaders like pretending to be on a motorbike. Got me as they're traversing the land. Or a ranger leader on a motorbike, which would be a bit odd, but strangely fun. Ah, no, they've got him there as well. We're swapping out a normal gargoyle for a demon, is it? Fabulous. I'm not liking these abyssal devils. I still can't quite remember when we are to expect assaults upon our capital. I think it happens at some point. Otherwise, why would they weaken the capital guardian? Only for him to come under no threat. Is it the peasants? Are the peasants providing enough of a deterrent? Is it those strong jawlines? I suspect it might be double gargoyle. What madness. Alright, yeah, you keep going. I might take that thief as well. Just in case there's any parties I can take advantage of. Bit of Kraken fun. Anyone? He's very similar to a sea serpent. It seems odd that we have both in the game. There's very, very little in them. It's almost like the Kraken should evolve into a sea serpent, which would be a bit weird. I don't think that's how evolution works generally, but in Disciples, you know, anything goes. Probably could have killed him if I went with the knights. Okay, that's not going to kill him, so we will get another heal in. Will he level up? Yeah, nice. Up to level 6. 70 damage. I'll take it. Anything else to kill around here? No, that's fine. His main job is to probably just to get rid of the odd rod planter and thief and whatnot. It's a bit of an early warning signal. Damn it, I really wanted that life mana. Shall console myself with some rune mana instead. It's just a sea troll. Oh, yeah, quite literally. Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah. Only with more tentacles. Wow. Pandemonious along with a bunch of noobs. Very strange kind of party makeup decisions here. Not actual makeup. Although the Pandemonious does look like he might be wearing makeup. You've got Pandemonius even though they've not built the upgrade structure for the sorcerer there. Nice. Nice. Clear signs of cheating. Get your shit together, AI. Come on now. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, it's these bollocks. 40 damage. What do you do? 40 damage. Poo. Okay, so they both went for the knight. Oh, couldn't max it out, could you? Going for the priest. I think if you defend, you're gonna have to keep the priest healed. Uh-oh. All that talk I did of keeping the priest alive. All a load of shit, basically. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, you missed. Nice. Can we keep the knight alive? Probably not. No, he's gone. Should be able to keep the leader alive, though. And the marksman. So it's still a pretty strong back line. Didn't expect them to attack. Oh. Wait, Google Disciples 2 cheat codes. That must be a thing, is there? Can we enter things into the chat? Is this like a cheat code terminal or something like this? I've never really looked up Disciples 2 cheats. I'm not really one for cheats. If anything, I do stuff to make the game harder, as you all know. Right, what's going on here? I feel like taking advantage of this, definitely. So the Pandemonius is going to cause us some problems. Don't think so. Sorcerer will go down with one hit. Are they going to run anyway? $60 damage. I think we would have been alright. Wow, they both went before Slaughterlot. Classy. Bollocks, I've not locked that type. What a waste. Portion of a vulnerability is nice though. And a fire ward as well. Call to arms. Pretty nice stuff here. And we've got King Charles's crown, which is nice. Taken from his smouldering corpse. He's not dead before anyone starts spreading that rumour. Okay, so we got to lock you, and then I'm a little tempted to haste so we can kill the thief, and that's like a couple of XP needed just to tip her over into a level up. Famous songs like Stairway to Heaven and We Are the Champions. Oh, nice. I like it. Pop culture references. That won't age with time, will it? No. Oh, certainly not. Where's me haste? Oh, I've got a staff for that, haven't I? Oh, did I get rid of the staff? Oh, poo. I probably had something else more important to bring. Damn it. I'm going to have to research the spell myself like some sort of pleb. Also, I think I saw an Onyx Gargoyle there behind them, which is horrid. Gotta get that extra 2 healing power. He might come under quite a bit of attack in the next turn. Maybe not. Enemy AI is a little bit chickeny with that kind of stuff. Okay, what do we have down here? Oh, Christ. Oh well, I mean this guy has to go back anyway and get himself some new dudes. So, goodbye, thief. Sorry, not thief. Priest. I'm completely messing this up. Where is dismissed? There we go. I'm going to have to need 1 squire at the very least. Should I do double squire? Okay, we'll go without any healers. Okay, is this just a shortcut like round here? Could be. Oh, okay. We've not taken that because of death. Understandable. Okay, are they going to take the bait? I know you just went the long way around. Are they going to attempt that to take that city? Who do we have in the undead army? Crap. Pretty crap. It's all crap, really. They will probably try and soften it up with an evil ent or a headless horseman, presumably. I think we should be able to make a fairly big dent in that army. Really not fancying this. Don't want to do the Onyx Gargoyle though. Do I have a rot spell or something like that to reduce armor? Damage. Nope. Ugh. I mean, that is certain death for the cleric. I really don't want to keep on replacing them if I can help it. Marble Gargoyle? Yeah, that should do. Oh no, it's Marble Gargoyle plus Ranger Leader. Sod it, I'm just going to go for it. We got used to it in the last mission, didn't we? 5 million priests. I mean, it's not like the cleric gets particularly powerful, healing power-wise, so it's not a big deal. 65 damage. She can't take 2 hits from a Marble Gargoyle. 42 damage for the mages now. I will train your units for a price. Ooh, that could be a nice, quick way to get the cleric up to speed. Okay, any more resources ripe for the picking? I'm not taking that rod. No chance. You've squandered what little goodwill you had. Dwarves. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting there. You can go the long way around. Why not? I think we've pretty much run out of targets down here. Really can't be bothered with the thugs. They're annoying. So I shall bring him up here instead. Just realised that gold has gone unclaimed for a while. But there's not much we need gold for now. I guess I'll upgrade this city because it's close to our kind of like good choke point. Everyone done? Yes. Again? Is that just a percentage chance for that to happen? Or is it tied to when the thief who infiltrated the army dies? Or something like that. I've pondered this multiple times. Sometimes it feels like it just happens way too quickly. And I'm torn as to whether it's just, I don't know, a flat 10% chance or it's them killing a thief drastically increases the chances of it happening. Or something like that. Really want this city. What can we do to bolster her defense? What do we have? Tree bark portion. Piercing and protection. Tell you what, I'm going to go there and see how much it costs to train the cleric. How much? For For how much XP? Wow, that's for like 300 odd XP. That's like 5 gold per XP. On one hand, I'm torn. On the other hand, I've got loads of gold, so let's do it anyway. It's been a while since I've actually used the services of a training camp. Right, all we need now is a little bit of XP just to push her over the edge. Probably this party. This looks good. Now, with some bizarre twist of fate, the cleric will die now to the gargoyle, probably. Okay, 24. Healing. She gets 10 HP every time, though, so that's... it's much better than the mage. I think the mages are only getting 5 XP each time. But there's no way I can afford to give her another level. Or pay for it, anyway. Okay, I was just trolling with that thief. Let's put him to good use instead. I was rather hoping to have entered the next layer of lands by now. Oh, those bouncers, bodyguards, whatever you want to call them, guarding the entrances are a little bit scary. Let's see what's down here. No, stay back. Yeah, you better run. Nice couple of marksmen there now. Steal your gold, thank you. Right. I feel like harassing some undead. Possibly just garrisoning that city and popping out just to kill the odd undead. Because let's face it, they're in a really bad position there. That's such a crap starting position for a city. For a capital, sorry. There's a fair few resources, but it's just really hemmed in. It's like there's that choke point there, and then that's it. That's the only place they can go. So we should be able to keep the undead pretty much under control. They need to steal my rod on the exactly the same turn that I planted it. That's Mountain Clan's levels of shenanigery there. There's going to be nothing here, isn't there? Ogre and a couple of orcs. I mean, yeah, I'll take that. We get to see what's in that city of Thugresh. A city, we'll call it. Can I plant a rod like there instead? I'll do it. I'll just keep doing it. If you want to play this game. Vithar's Might, is that chance increases damage, 10% damage? Yes. Don't have a lot of runestone mana, but I'm down with that. Might as well make use of this alliance. Ooh. A very, very rare appearance of this angle of the ogre. In case you want to take all that in. It's a level 2 ogre. If you can imagine such a thing. They're still going for the knights. That's alright. doing huge amounts of AoE damage now. Okay. He decided to heal himself. He might just go for it. Think we can do enough damage? If everyone hits. Huzzah. That worked out well. Had a bunch of crap on him. Shall not say no to. Alright, what do we do now then? Can we make it to the city? We cannot. So. I mean, I could haste it to the city. I'm going to do that. I want him in a nice, decent position there. And then we can just pop out, kill undead, and then go back into the city. Might even take that city at some point as well. What we got here? Orc and Goblin archers. That's been looted, unfortunately. That should be fine. Okay, this does seem to still be going around the side, so if anything it gives us a good vision on what could be around there. Okay, you keep an eye on what this one's doing, please. Maybe you can... No, it's too far for him to go. It's fine. Alrighty. Okay, what bullshit is he going to pull off instantly after breaking the treaty is the question. No, nothing. Alright, maybe I should take that life mana back now then. I mean, what did I do? I was the perfect alliance partner. Oh, is that the ones that we sold? I feel like it's the ones that we sold. Tome of the Earth. Crap. That's nice, but I think that our Unholy Dagger does, well, gives us more longevity for the leader. Banner of Battle increases the chances to hit, which is alright. And that's alright. I could take that and equip it to... Oh, Christ. 2.5 grand. I was tempted to take that and then equip it to a warrior leader for a secondary party. Alas, maybe not. Okay. Did that goblin archer just fire? Oh, I'm just going to go for the ogre. She can take it. Hopefully she'll level up. No. No, that's not happening. Weird. How far is this going to go around? Is this just a sticky out bit? Is there going to be something fabulous at the end? Okay, she didn't do anything crazy just yet. I'm going to take that though. She is within killing death by spell, shall we say, risk. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but she will die to a spell. That's what I'm trying to say. It is inevitable. Okay, where did all those undead go? He's put a thief at the back. Who blocks the main army with a thief? It's ridiculous. Training camps. We've got one. So we could have used that to get the cleric up to speed. It does feel like we're going to need a decent healer for the final battle, so I should probably take the preservation of our healer more seriously. Should, but probably won't. Yeah, she's gone. That's fine. She left a little chest behind, which has been plundered. Okay, what we got down here? Is that an orc champion? Ooh. What's all that about? Yes, everyone defend, please. Slightly concerned if they go for Slaughter-Lot, he will just get absolutely minced. But we'll see. They're probably too thick to do that, unfortunately. Otherwise that might have been fun. Never mind. Yeah, get rid of him, please. Hey, son. You alright? A pretty nifty amount of XP there. Okay. We've got a decent amount of gold, so hopefully there's some useful spells being up for sale in that magic shop. This whole situation looks horrible. I'm going to bring this thief back. Okay. Let's heal him up. Ah, do I need to lock that one? Yes. Okay. I just need to draw those undead just closer a little bit. There's not much going on there. They're all a bunch of noobs. So maybe I should go for it? No, I'll wait. I shall choose my opportunity carefully, I think. Was that a warrior leader that he just killed? And again, that might be the army with like double gargoyles, so that's not a huge surprise. I might get these guys to defend. Ugh, of course he goes for the one that doesn't. Okay. Oh. And they don't follow it up with an actual attack. What's the point? Shall we get rid of that one? Are there any exposed? It's just more thieves. Alright, I'll go for this one. I think it's double gargoyles they have. Could be wrong. Let's go for it. Maximum damage. Wyvern's going to be a pain. Okay, Squire is dead. Ooh. Don't like this. I think the leader's dead. Oh! I think the leader's still dead. Oh, how does this happen? How? Was I really that bad tactically with that fight? Angel Orb. Is it worth actually using the Angel Orb on the final battle? So it will properly spike his damage. I can't remember how much HP angels have. Can we find out from the screen? 225. So at the moment they won't be any more tanky, but they will do a lot more damage. Was it double gargoyles? No, it's just an onyx gargoyle. Okay. Oh, Oh, this did have the double gargoyles. Oh my god, they keep changing their units around. Call Red Dragon. I don't like that. Call Decay Dragon. I kind of wanted just a debuff. Reduces by 15% the damage inflicted by an enchanted units. How much mana do we have? Oh, we do actually have some death mana. So I'm having that. Stone Rain. Nah. I was hoping for Rot. So we can then start getting rid of the armour of the gargoyles. Very sad. It was worthwhile exploring it though. Crap. Bollocks to it. I'm going to make a new army. I still have a what's it? What do I have? An artifact to equip to this guy, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's still worthwhile getting ourselves a warrior leader. Easy. 40 XP just from a wyvern. Bonkers. Again. Why? What was the point in that? It's a random spell on the main party. It is not an imp, and it's to our detriment, of course. Another wyvern. It was quite XP rich. Let's do it. Uh-oh. Let's prioritise the damage dealers, I think. Am I just overconfident with these battles now? Is that it? I should probably defend. Piss. Fine, whatever. Still got a couple of promotions out of it. We are going to have to dismiss that leader though, sadly. What do we do? Revive him first. Transfer these over and then dismiss. Get ourselves a new one. I'm going to not bother with a healer this time. Didn't seem to make a slightest bit of difference. Why not? Let's get that improved. Okay, I'll keep an eye on these ones. That's his main mission, just trying to keep the undead at bay, I think. It's just going to go back to the capital. Okay. Just had enough. We'll just not bother. Ah, there they are. It's the demonologist's party. Don't quite have enough gold to take advantage of the training camp. Sadly, I have managed to fritter all that gold away. But Just need to think of a decent way to deal with that. Mainly the marble gargoyle. Ugh. Oh, they're very damaged. Let's get them healed. Are they trying to whittle them down with spells? Is that it? I can hardly keep up. There's so much jumping around. Right, okay. So he's got the Onyx Gargoyle. That will spell, I think, disaster for the cleric. I don't have holy armor researched. That could be the answer to this. Let's give this a try. What do we have to lose, other than the life of a cleric, which is worth very little, let's face it. Although it is an Onyx Gargoyle and a Ranger Leader, which could further exacerbate the problem. Okay, he's defending. After all that, I would have liked to see just how much the Onyx Gargoyle would have done. 94 damage, reduced by 35%. With probably, I mean, let's round the 95 up to 100. Sorry, 94 up to 100, so it would be 65. Still don't think she'd survive two lots of damage, but are we going to actually be able to kill him before he runs off? Because it would be great to actually get rid of an Onyx Gargoyle. But not, are we? I'm willing to haste just to take advantage of this. Chase him down a bit further, because I think that's the only Onyx Gargoyle I've seen in one of the Legion armies. Double Marble Gargoyle is horrible, of course. Nice. Huge amounts of XP for any kind of gargoyle, I think. 45 damage from the mages. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Goblin Orb. Nothing of particular note there. Whoops. I did have another potion, probably just to stick in his hand. Why not? 75 points of water damage to target units. No, it doesn't do any more damage than he does. Heal the entire party 30 HP. No, it's just not worth it, really. I could bite the bullet and potentially give the cleric the High Father portion. I think this was probably one of the highest level clerics we've had. It would make me value their life more, I suppose. Let's do it. 120 HP now. She's going to instantly die. But it's good that we get it over with nice and early. Okay, I've got to start making a move towards the quest objective now. I can't keep on fannying on, putting it off. Where are they going? Are they all just going to the shop? Like a bunch of chavs. Chav being a UK word, in case you're wondering. Although I think it's probably different depending on whereabouts you are in the UK. Where I'm from, it's chav. Basically people who hang about outside of corner shops. Loitering. And being stupid. Let's put them back in there. Demonologist is still in there. Tracksuit gangsters. Is there? Please tell me that's an actual term which is used in everyday life. Where you are, son. Probably wasn't worth it. Oh, maybe it was. Well, lovely knight leveled up. Right, okay, so marble gargoyles are doing about 65 damage. Oh, they're in a city though, so it's going to boost their defense so much. I don't think I can deal with that. If they pop out and say hello, then maybe. I'm really concerned they will actually do that now. I'm going to heal. And maybe do a holy armor. Just on the off chance they do. You dead? Yes. You don't really have chavs. Oh, count your blessings. Maybe chavs are just a UK thing. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, nobody didn't get attacked. Maybe because I did cast that spell. I don't know. Let's assume I did. It was, sorry. It was because of my brilliant planning that the cleric is still now alive. Okay, so... I think this is better than the other one. The other big party there. It's gargoyle and marble gargoyle. I need somewhere to get these out of the city because it's too much otherwise. Oh, do they? Oh. I thought it was just a UK thing. That was something we could call our own and be proud of. Alright, let's do it. 43 damage, that's alright. Bissell Devil is probably the one to go for. Maybe I should have got the knights to defend, though. I'd rather he go for the knights than Cecil Lot because I don't want him to get paralysed. Okay, he did attack him, but he missed, which is great. Assuming it's because of the paralysis, and he was the better target for that. What's his initiative? 40, okay. Ooh. That looks fine to me. A lot of XP. Not enough to bump the cleric up another level. Oh, that's alright though. Okay, gives us access to what's going on over here. Mercenaries will join your army for a price. Kind of want to see what he is offering. Get rid of you. I don't think I've locked these guys. It's very unlikely they're going to level up, but just in case. Alright, that's fine for now. Well done. The Dencel has been ransacked. 2 actual street gangs have consolidated everything into proper organised crime outfits. The silver lining is wannabe chav types tend to get wrecked or killed. Oh, that's nice. What a silver lining. Got quite dark quite quickly. Let's do some infiltrating. And I'm going to do a confid orders. I don't want their party to kill that thief. I want him to die of natural causes. Natural causes for a thief. Oh, this guy can't go back because he's going to get smashed by that army. I'll do that. It's probably enough to get him to bugger off. I'll get this guy to make a run for it. Would be nice to keep him alive for the entire mission. Still not overly confident about that. I'm going to leave it. Not the end of the world. Caution, Master. The heretics lurk beyond this point. Who knows what trickery awaits us? I can't be asked. I wanted to see what mercenaries are there, but at the same time, it's probably a waste of movement. Could hire a new leader and get them over there, and we can get a mercenary-based army. Cultists and devils, doppelgangers. I'll go for the devils. Should be fairly straightforward. Ew. No. No, that's not happening. No, bugger off. What's here? Another gargoyle, great. What was there? Fiend. I can't quite see what this is. It's the corner of something. Let's just keep sharpening our teeth on these dudes just for a bit. Ow. New Hope turf of the larger of the gangs. Loyal to familiar and while they did. In your hedge. Was that a euphemism? He got shot in your hedge? Or is that like a literal thing? Oh, he's the doppelganging knights. Okay, it's your choice. If only you could doppelgang their level as well. Excellent. 28 healing. Main thing is I just want to really ramp up our HP. Oh, shite. Hopefully they're not aggressive. And we'll move to intercept. Oh, where's he going? Oops. I've let him in. I don't know where he could be going. Probably to get this city. So let's give him a nice welcoming party. Wow, this city's remained untaken. How strange. Oh, I'll see what spells they have. Probably clan ones, presumably. Alright, fine. That's another one. As you do. Damn it. I can't just get an attack in without before him, can I? Oh, he's got 55 initiative. Sneaky. Sneaky Pete. Okay, they probably will follow this up with attacks now. Oh, poisoning. More poisoning. See, this is how you take a city. Not fannying on and all that gubbins. Well done. Well done for actually mounting a decent offence. Then again, all they're doing is actually killing the garrison party, not the actual garrison itself. So I can't really give them that much credit. Yeah, whatever. Oh, we killed both of those. Well done. Did they just attack an army which it's impossible for them to win against? Oh no, they just got paralyzed so many times they had to retreat. No, they can't actually win now. Because those two are dead. Excellent. Oh, that was good going. Vengeance of Ymir. 75 water of pot damage. 100% of their movement points. Chant of Hasting. Nah. 25% great chance to hit. Nah. Seafaring's nice and it's piss cheap. Why not? The hit was large enough that I didn't actually see anything. Okay, good. I thought it was fireworks. You weren't like implicated or anything, were you? It's just like I just own the hedge. That's all. A plateau. Let's see what's around here. Excuse me. Ruined farm. What's likely to be in a ruined farm? Let's summon this dude. He can go in there for us. No. It's a beast. Can we kill that beast? I mean, our knights are doing quite a lot of damage now. What's it, 70? 70 damage, that's like 140. Another 100 from Slusalot. Yeah, I mean, the biggest weakness with this dude is this really shit initiative. And even if he does manage to get an attack off, he won't kill anyone. This sounds way too extreme for me, son. I've got to say. I don't think I've been a subject to anything even remotely gang related. And I've lived in some fairly rough parts of the northeast of England. But maybe I've just been privileged or lucky. Something like that. Okay. Everyone just has to hit now. Ah, there we go. There we go. Yes, nice. Thank you. It's just what I was waiting for. Okay, let's take care of these anti-paladins. Ugh. We'll get quite a lot of experience from that beast. Doesn't level up the people I wanted it to. But I'll not complain. 300 gold and a lich orb. Just keep on giving me orbs. That's exactly what I need. Thank you very much. Absolute mega troll. Okay, I should probably take advantage of this highly weakened army. And what wyvern is it? Let's have a healer. I don't think this will go well, this kind of party, but I fancy a change of pace. Yeah, I told you it wouldn't work. Christ, come on, please. There we go. Okay, might as well go on to take care of that party as well. Weird. They're getting quite random with their spells. Is the enemy lord going bonkers a bit? Yeah, come on. Just bring him down. He's not far off a level up. So I don't think I need to heal him. Probably deal with this fiend fairly quickly. I might get him to defend, actually. Oh wow, I'm assuming you went for the leader just because of the poison damage, which will cut through his armor. That would make the most sense. Okay. Wow, just a lonely anti-paladin with his cultists on the edge there. Getting up to who knows what. I don't like the look of that party. I like the merfolk as well, so I'll leave them alive. That's my excuse. I'm very fond of this merfolk with their two sea serpents. Absolutely nothing to do with the fact that they will tear my face off. Okay, that should be the end of that. Oh, we can actually explore down here now. Might need a thief to do some jiggery-pokery around here. Is she dead? No. The dwarves haven't been that annoying so far. They seem to be just keeping to their own lands. Although I think that there's a case of the demons keeping them in check so far. Punks had to organise a sort of improvised watch where everyone had an emergency number and there were always at least 5 guys. Are we talking like proper vigilante type shit? That sounds heavy.
I'll do my best.
Okay, I'm going to fight this one because I don't know actually. Oh, a good old street battle. That's nice. I have witnessed a street battle type of thing. Like behind a very dodgy pub in the town I grew up in. And I was just basically an innocent bystander. I was just like, this is like something out of a movie. Maybe they were shooting a movie. I'll go with that. It makes me feel a bit better about the situation. The fact that I'm such a coward. But I quite like my face the way it is. It's not the best, but it's the only one I've got. Still no level up. Ugh, it's 30 XP away. How annoying. Okay, this area pretty much cleared out. Tiamat is a improved base, I believe. So that's not going to end well. Might need some spell assistance or otherwise for that one. Yes, thank you. 100 plus people, wow. You know, the one that I referred to was like maybe about 15 versus 15. Why am I being picked on by the dwarves? I've done absolutely nothing to them. This is just straight up bullying. I'm not having it. They're the one that broke the alliance, so I didn't do anything. Not that it makes a blind bit of difference. Never trust a dwarf. Never. Oh, hello. I think it might be a tactical retreat for this one, although I think they'll probably just run after us. Let's do it. Damn it. Yeah. Knew it. The leader... No, he's not going to get away. He's going to get flailed significantly in the back area. Pooh. That was probably not the best party makeup anyway. Sod off. That's his turn wasted. Thanks for that stupid thief. Okay, I'm just going to run past. Oh, he's going to get caught by them now, isn't he? Oh well, all our other parties are dead. It makes things easier to manage now, I suppose. I like things nice and simple. Low overheads and all that. I can't get a spy into their army. Ah, I can actually. Hold that thought. Okay, what we got going on here? Crap. Crap. And more crap. I'm not even going to bother with these parties. Triple archer, why not? Absolutely crazy. There we go. Ooh. I was not expecting you. Well, you're dead now anyway. Huh. Interesting. I mean, it just beggars belief why you'd put a demonologist in with a rod planter. Really does. Uh-oh, is this a dead end? Oh no, we've got to go through the Tiamat. Tiamat and double marble gargoyle. What other spells did we get? Did we get Ice Shield? Nope. Curse of Nigriel. Nigriel would be good, which we can afford. Is it Nigriel? Nigriel? It feels like it would be Nigriel, actually. Not seeing anything else that will help us. Call to arms is nice, but requires infernal mana. No, this is not happening. Daylight is a weird spell. It costs so much mana to research. I guess it could be useful. To Nurgle. Who's Nurgle again? Oh, they didn't kill him. Is that another mercenary camp? Wow. That's going to be greenskins, presumably. Whatever. I could make a greenskin army. Ancient god of bad things. Oh my god, how many spies do I have to bloody infiltrate into their army? That happened on the turn that I actually infiltrated their army as well. Am I just really unlucky in this? Can you do something which just means that you find spies quicker? It's very strange. I'm going to have to do it again. Oh no, I was the undead. I'm so confused. I think it was the undead. Right, what can we do here? Do we have a scroll to help us, or should we hang on to these for... Oh, it's a call to arms scroll. For the final fight. Nah. I think I will, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do holy armor. What was the other one that we had? Curse of Nigriel. Oh, what? That's another party we're not taking. Bit of Vithar's Might. And probably a potion for the healer, I think. That should be enough for him. Just up to 35 armor. What other one do we have? No, I don't need that. It's probably a bit crazy. 15% damage, that would boost her up to 50%. And if the marble gargoyles are doing 60 damage each. Oh, there's a Tiamat as well, isn't there? Slightly concerned about the mages now. Tree back portion, let's do it. Those for these guys. Alright. That pains me to do that, because you know what I'm like. I'm an absolute hoarder when it comes to potions and shit. Trap! The accursed demons were waiting for us. Prepare yourselves for battle. No! I've just used all the potions. Ah, they come from all sides. Prepare. Fight for your lives. Okay, 20 damage each, which is fine. He's going to do lots of damage, basically. Let's kill him. Let's kill him quickly. Ugh, he's lowered everyone's damage. Okay, Cleric is surviving. Okay, I don't think we need him to do that. He can go for the Marble Gargoyle. Ooh. Okay, this better level everyone up. Yes, it does. Okay. That's one of the benefits of keeping everyone at tier 2 levels. Yeah. They only need about 500 XP to level up. We got 487 from that battle. What do we have here? Can we keep this going? Probably should. Oh, God. I don't fancy 3 gargoyles. These 2 and a Morlock should be doable. Hopefully. Okay, there's only 5 armor between these two, so let's get rid of the Onyx. Oh. Maybe she will be able to survive a triple gargoyle threat at this rate. Maybe not. She's going to level up again, please. Oh, no. Oh, that would have been nice. They'll probably have to give her another potion for her to be able to deal with triple gargoyle threat. One of the longest worship gods that we know of. Huh. How nice. The name Nurgle does sound familiar. It must be in another game or referred to somewhere else, I'm assuming. 65 armor. Can we boost that by any means? I've just realised I've got a summon skeleton scroll, so we could actually go after the ruined outpost. you can imagine such a thing. Warhammer ripped it off in the form of Nurgle. Could have been there. I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. Really want to keep that cleric from dying, ideally. I could just heal her using a potion of restoration if things get a bit whiffy. Fine, let's do it. Okay, I might have to do that. Oh shit. Oh, I was concentrating so hard on not using his attack. She's not going to survive that now, is she? Oh, she did. She did, though. Oh, don't miss. Please don't miss. Oh, thank you. Oh. A well-earned level up for everyone. Oh, jeez. I mean, that went completely according to plan. Which means I don't have any thief actions for a mercenary camp. I want to steal an orc. Thank you very much. Oh, that was a close one. I mean, yeah, it went absolutely according to plan. Wasn't panicked in the slightest. Yeah, we're probably going to have to give that city a miss, unfortunately. Or, I don't know if we can come back and take on that city now. Now that we know that the marble gargoyles are less of a threat. Now that the cleric has so much HP. 155 now. It is the fact that they're in a garrison of sorts. Oh, the thief is right in the way. An absolute knobhead. Oh, and a rod planter, brilliant. I'm going to waste all my turn, thank you. Might take that city instead. Let's just do that. That seems fine. How much money do I have? Oh, nowhere near enough money that I'd want. I might save up some money, see if I can get a green skin army going. Just for funsies. Although I do realise at the same time I'd probably need to start getting my skates on somewhat. I've made a lot less progress than I expected so far. What you got for me, Under's shop? Does he just sell underwear? It would seem not. Right, can I sell some stuff? I've got that crown, haven't I? Hawk talisman, you can go. All of this can go. Potion of earth warding? No. Crown. Angel orb. It's not looking likely. Highly valuable goblin orb. Alright. Quite a bit of dosh now. Could get a potion of strength. Why not? Yeah, I like the look of that city. Oh, who's this? Oh! I thought it was the thief. This this is alright. The incubus will go last. So, not much of a threat. Could try and get a sneaky extra heal. I'm not that bothered. That was largely unexpected, though. I didn't think there was an army there. Right, let's see if I can get some... Is he actually going to be guarding the shop? Oh, no, it's alright. I need to make sure he's not intercepted by greenskins, though. I don't think there's actually that much left of the map to uncover. So we shouldn't be far off. I'm still confident we can get this done tonight, unless Uther is a massive pain in the behind. Mainly because of our less advanced units. Who's in the way? It's these bunch of noobs. It's fine. Ow. There we go. Damn it. No, I don't have that rod anymore. What do we want? Haste. I should probably be a little bit more militant in defending my mana nodes, because I feel like I'm going to need quite a lot of mana for the final fight. So I should probably try and push forward with that, or at least remedy the situation. There's some infernal mana for us though. So what can we actually get down here? So we've got some life, some gold. There's absolutely sod all else though. I think the undead lands were quite mana rich. Okay, I don't want him to leave them close to that rather aggressive army. Okay, we need to stop this. Stop this from happening. Stop these shenanigans, thank you very much. Oh, they've sent the undead over there, so that should keep the demons occupied for a little while. God, sometimes like it feels like my life is flashing before my eyes, seeing all this activity going on. My life lived from the perspective of Disciples too. I should probably whack some dudes in here. It doesn't feel like we're going to get any high level Degenat. I combined the words demons and legion into Degen. Not going to get any Degen armies from at a high level being thrown at us anymore, I suspect. Good old Degens of the land. Can you reach there? Why can't you get there? Damn it. I'll have that one instead. That's close enough. How much does that spell do damage wise? I think it's 50 or something like that. Which is rather unpleasant. Oh, great. Our spy has been caught. Oh, why can't you go there? Ah, there's a thief. I really can't see anything in this game. Sometimes on the other map screen. Okay, doing 32 healing now, which is nice. Fortunately, we don't know what's in that army. Ugh. And I do not have a thief within range to re-infiltrate them, unfortunately. What? That's really annoying. Alright, anything else we can take? Oh, allow that life mana, thank you. Do we fancy a bit of Abyssal Devil action? He's probably going to have an Onyx Skygull or something in there, isn't he? Let's do a Curse of Nightgrail on them. A great fog is coming, my lord. The legions of the damned have trapped us again. Haha, that's why you researched that spell. Ah, tits. Oh, this looks fine. I was expecting something much more scary. Nice. I'm guessing he's going to go for Slaughter-Lot. Okay, he can take it. And he didn't paralyze him, so this is done and dusted. Any level up for Slaughter-Lot coming along? Ooh, 800 XP. You will pay for this, arrogant mortal. Were you to tamper with the plans of demons? He's got absolute planes of demons, he has. Coming out of every orifice. Right, I can't even remember where this is or who I am now. I guess we should probably start scouting again. Oh, everyone's moved. Great. Oh, well, we should be fairly close to our quest. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, what's going on? What just happened? Did a doppelganger turn into an imp? Or am I seeing things? Oh, we turned into an archer. I thought a doppelganger turned into an imp. How foolish of me to think such a thing. Oh, this went well. Impossible. Are they just going to take those cities and then be happy there? Or is shit about to hit the fan? Capital Guardian wise. And his two peasant chums. Or are we just going to have to like properly rush the final boss now? Wherever he may be. Let's get all beggars in. Okay, bye. Okay, I think we need to haste. A little bit hasty. Partially dead Tiamat. Oh, can I haste again? I'm not a mage lord. That's why I should have also bought that clan spell, shouldn't I? Shit. Okay, Okay, still need to re-infiltrate the Legion's army. Hmm. Alright, no, I don't want that. I want the life mana, actually. Well, this could all go very pear-shaped very quickly, I think. Oh. Oh, he's wandering off. Okay, I'm definitely feeling that we should just rush this now. Do I want to use that healing, or do I want to get the healing from this party? Which is entirely possible because the team is quite weakened. Oh no, I probably should heal. Otherwise that's going to go horribly wrong. Don't start missing. Not now. Can he kill him? 56 damage. Come on, do it. Thank you. Great. Another level up for everyone. Nope. This for the healer, though. That'll do. Okay, let's just edge closer. There's another person. Really could do with a... There we go. A spy in their army. As if by magic. Succubus. Oryx Gargoyle. That could be the fight we need to level up this knight. Let's do that. Have them. Okay, she's got tons of HP now, so I'm a little concerned about the amount of HP that the succubus has, though. Okay, less so now. Damn it, now she needs healing. Wow. Everyone's leveling up like crazy. I got a little healing potion. There you go. Ooh. He seems quite happy in that city, so I say let's just leave him there. Yes, I really would like that life mana, thank you. Okay. That's fine, I'll allow it. Feels a bit odd infiltrating an army via a thief. The people who are the ones responsible for infiltrating armies in the first place. Or is that just me? Am I just being a bit crazy there? Right, okay, I'm going to do the only kind of safety save, I think, in the entire run. Just because I'm sure you wouldn't like to watch me play this through this entire mission again. Let's go for it. Here we go. Here we go. He's the good stuff. Okay, she should hopefully level up. I'm feeling really unprepared for this final boss. Ooh, great. The demon Uther, an unpromoted hag, Mordius, infernal knights. Can I reach him? I can actually reach him. Okay. Let's see what all this is about. With a wee skelly bod. Okay, he's slightly dead now. So level 6 Modius doing 83 damage, 185 health. We're obviously going to cast some spells on these dudes to weaken them. So killing the Infernal Knights quickly would also be good. But our main issue is obviously Uther. 65 initiative doing 165 damage. It's immune against mind and fire. Got all the wards. So our main concern here is paralysis for the entire party. Yeah, I'm feeling rather fucked. But this is what the challenge is all about, isn't it? Okay, let's do like a kind of practice run. Let's see how much damage we can do with all the spells at our disposal. So let's increase our might. Not in a fun way. Oh, well, it depends on your idea of fun, really. I find this quite fun. Okay, none of this helps. Holy armor, of course. Got a shit ton of scrolls to use. Can we, do we have access to any other level 3 or 4 spells which would help? Call to Arms, Runestone, Life and Infernal. I can't research that, unfortunately. Fire Ward would be perfect, let's face it. Maybe I have a scroll for Fire Ward. I think this is actually potentially essential for this fight. Okay, but let's keep going. I'm not bothered about that. Mind Ward would be good, actually. But I can't do it because of Runestone mana. Let's do Strength. And hope we have some good scrolls. Uh, 10% less chance to hit, yes. Plague Scroll, I might just use all these direct damage ones. I don't really want to be rendered invisible, thank you. Call Decay Dragon, yep. None of this is going to actually damage Uther because of his wards and immunities. Fire Ward, there we go, we've already got one. Excellent. Call to Arms. Solid. And I don't think that will damage... I thought the Modius wouldn't have been damaged by that. Okay. Next. Onto these. Who's going to benefit most from the Titan's Might portion? Probably the Knight. Tree Bark portion. Should it go to the healer? No, we've got a portion of invulnerability for her. You have that. Tree Bark, we'll put it on that Knight which we gave the nice portion to. Portion of Swiftness. Initiative, I'll just put it to him. Portion of Accuracy, put on the Knights. Portion of Fortune. I'll stick it on the same Knight. Oh, that's it. Portion of Strength. Let's be that one Legion spell that does earth damage. Is there one? Oh, is it the one that we just used? I thought that was fire. Sorry. Alright. I'm going to try and focus mostly on the front line damage coming from those. Give those to the Knights. And that's it. And of course equip this runestone. No. Okay, here goes nothing. That Knight is fucked. With his 35 armor. Can't think of anything else we could have done to prepare. See what happens. Do we get rid of the Infernal Knights? Slaughterlot might go before the Knights, the Infernal Knights. So I say let's just do as much damage to Uther as possible. Fine, you kill him. Nicely warded. Unfortunately, he's warded against... I should have got the mage to attack first. Poopies. Okay, we just need to not get paralyzed at this point. Oh, what a person to not paralyze. Is it because he was warded? Or did he miss him completely with his attack? Oh, managed to get a heal off. Wow. If it wasn't for him paralysing so much, I think we'd have been in with a good chance on this one. Could still do it. Will he have the power? I don't think so. Oh. If we die with him on 9 HP, that's it. I don't know what I'll do. I'm just saying it for dramatic effect. Just need one more attack from Slaughterlot. He can do it. Come on, miss. Oh, don't paralyse. Got another heal though. No, I don't love to see a level 2 paralysis working against you. I like to see a level 2 paralysis working for me. Come on, don't paralyse. Yes. And there we go. Oh well. Yeah, that was the practice run, everyone. Oh, lovely stuff. We have vanquished Uther. The Empire is saved. Praise the High Father. That was a little bit anticlimactic, of course. So, yeah, let's export Slot a lot, just in case we do any other shenanigans in. What's it? Guardians of the Light.
With rage, courage, and faith, the Empire's troops defeated the abomination that Uther had become. Only the Allied forces could have overthrown the neophyte deity. It was a blessing that many had come to the Empire's aid. Alas, the realm was still ablaze and without a successor.
I actually watched someone streaming Disciples in, I think probably Russian, and the narrator isn't as good as the English one, I think. He's very matter of fact, whereas this guy's like kind of hams it up a bit, which I love.
It took only a few years for Uther to reduce the Empire to rubble.
So hot.
Gruesome deeds would take decades to undo. Many years will pass before a new sovereign appears, bearing the mark of kingship. Many years of chaos and ceaseless fighting.
That was a really bad cold.
But few truly possess the virtue and leadership necessary to occupy the throne. The Empire would never forget those dreadful dark events, even if they succeeded in rebuilding their once prosperous and peaceful realm. Uther's demented aspirations to replace Bethrism brought only chaos to the realm. In the end, his ambition was his undoing.
Do we ever actually find out the like true backstory to Uther in all of this? Why he went bonkers and tried to replace Bethrism and all that? Or is it just because is it just that he is possessed by Bethrazin or something like that? It's never really explained that much. It's very open to interpretation, I think, or maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Anyway, I'm just trying to take in what's happened with this challenge, because I was expecting it to be tougher than the Rod Planter challenge. Now, I don't think it's explained either, Asura. But maybe that's... I like it when games don't explain, don't over-explain stuff. And is left very much to the imagination and stuff like that. In fact, I prefer it more than anything. So talking about how this challenge went, if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, or if you're watching on Twitch, you can turn off now if you're not bothered about non-gameplay stuff, because I'm going to waffle for a little bit. It was obviously, I think, easier or certainly less challenging than the Rod Planter challenge. I don't think there ever came a point where we had to reload. I don't think we ever actually lost, as it were. Even in the ones that I was really not looking forward to, like the Hubert Delaley one, the undead attacking the elves one. Bethrazin says he took his power, but in the Legion, Bethrazin possesses him, so it's not the same universe. Yeah, there's something funny about the sagas here. It's like the different timelines, which is fine, but again, it's not explained. But at the same time, I do quite like that. I don't mind being confused, trying to figure things out for myself. So again, I don't think we ever actually lost. Maybe it was because I was on normal difficulty, because I did fear the difficulty of this. I don't think I'm going to continue with the Prohibition challenge for the rest of the sagas, for the rest of the races. I am instead. I've put together a different type of challenge, because what we did in this one was we started off with Prohibition, and then that wasn't particularly difficult. Then we added. I think then we added no mercenaries. It didn't really make much of a difference. But then we added like permadeath. I think permadeath actually made quite a big difference. Personally, I thought that was a nice twist on it. I think without permadeath, it would have been even easier. So I quite liked the flexibility we had in terms of adding further challenges here and there. And to that end, I will be applying kind of like a mini... I don't know what to call it yet. It's like multi-mini challenges to what we're playing through next, which is probably Sacred Lands. I might do the Dwarven campaign. I've heard some people suggesting that. So we're going to do Sacred Lands. I'm going to do the Dwarven campaign, and I will explain in detail what we will be doing challenge-wise then. I think it will be this kind of like multi-challenge one. Surprised permadeath didn't make a way bigger difference. I mean, it did. I think permadeath was probably the bigger challenge, more so than Prohibition, because units just die throughout the course of things. I know I quite like to play the perfect game and perfect playthrough without units dying, but it does eventually happen. You know, you make mistakes and stuff, and to have those mistakes permanent, I think was a nice addition. So yeah, I think on that basis, I will be doing something along the lines of mini challenges. So first of all, we will choose how many mini challenges we are going to apply to the mission, and then we will run through the actual mini challenges which are going to be applied. I'll read out some that I've got like off the top of my head. Actually, no, it's not the top of my head. I did write them down. So things like we would have maybe like 5 of these mini challenges applied on one mission, which is things like no thieves, no spell research, no ranged units or mage units, forcing to replacing the main leader, leadership -1, permadeath again, blind ruins. We aren't allowed to investigate ruins before we go in with the main army. Randomizing level up perks, that kind of stuff. I've got quite a few different little mini challenges. Have to add a mandatory imp orbing challenge. I'm afraid that won't actually be an option, son, because spoilers. You can't use. I don't think imps are definitely a thing, but orbs aren't actually a thing in Sacred Lands. You will see some very radical differences between the Dark Prophecy and Sacred Lands, which I will walk you through. Worry not, because I'm familiar with both. But you may find some of the changes shocking. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil it too much. Some of the very, very basic commands and features that you come to take for granted in Sacred Lands, Dark Prophecy, are just not there in Sacred Lands. Yes, Nidog. Yeah. Fun stuff. So yeah, this has been fun. I've enjoyed the challenge. I've been slightly disappointed in how quick it is. How well we managed with it. I can't remember what happens in the Dwarf Campaign. I might have even so Sacred Lands is one of those things where I played it once, then Dark Prophecy came along. Obviously got Disciples too, and that became my main Disciples game after that. So I think for the most part, I've only actually played through the sagas in Sacred Lands once, maybe. Still familiar with the game, but a lot less familiar with the actual sagas and the stories than Dark Prophecy. So maybe it is. I can't quite remember now. No, it eludes me, I'm afraid. Not sure I think Sacred Lands is tougher because the AI does not pull any punches. It will quite happily destroy a fully healed promoted army just with spells. It's that ruthless, and I think that part got toned down a lot in Dark Prophecy. But anyway, that's the plan. Hopefully you'll stick around for that. Same goes for you in watching on YouTube. As I know, I've got quite a lot of requests for Sacred Lands, and I've got it working rather well now in that Rapper GL thing, so that's good. Peeps can't level up indefinitely. Yes. The biggest one, spoilers, but the biggest thing I'm going to have to try and get used to is the inability to defend in battle. That's not an option. You can't defend. I don't even think you can actually retreat. I think you just give up. You either skip turn or give up if you can't take an action. It's like, well, guess I'll just die, which is a bit odd. So you've got to, you definitely have to adjust your strategy, going from one between the two. They get to beat up a huge fire elemental. Oh, okay, that sounds fun. I think the fire elemental is something unique to Sacred Lands. Might even be a magma elemental or something like that, which they didn't bring over into Dark Prophecy. All the usual stuff's there. The elves, the dragons, things like that. It's all good. Right, that's it from me. I'm going to wrap things up now. I'm afraid I appreciate it's a bit early. I thought this was going to take a little bit longer. I didn't expect to kill Uther on the first turn, especially with our unpreparedness and lack of scrolls and spells and all sorts. But we did it. That'll be good. Thank you very much for joining me throughout throughout the whole thing. It's been a wonderful return to streaming for me. But yeah, we'll crack on with some Sacred Lands next time. So enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you probably towards the end of the week at some point. But until then, have a great time, and I will see you then. Bye bye for now.